Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and this is the official post-fight review for the return of Amir Imam versus Marcos Mojica on Top Rank. Now, this is the first fight on the Jamel Herring versus Lamont Roach undercard, and personally for me, this was the most intriguing fight because of the fact that my ties to Amir Imam and the fact that he was the first fighter I ever interviewed, and I've always rated Amir Imam. I've always thought the most of him. I thought the world of him as a fighter, and I still do. And tonight, he returned to the ring with a new lease on life. He had his whole contractual disputes with Don King, Stacey McKinley, and those guys. And now he's free from that. He signed with Top Rank. This is his first fight under Top Rank. This is his first fight under his new trainer, Alex Centeno. Also had Buddy McGirt in his corner. And, we saw the old Amir Imam tonight. Or maybe a reborn Amir Imam. He fought a tough Mexican, journeyman, 16-4-2, Marcos Mojica, who wasn't, he wasn't somebody that was going to trouble Amir Imam or outskill him or anything like that. He was just a live body and a guy that was there to give him rounds, and that he did because, for 4 rounds, Amir had to break him down. Amir had to really pick his shots, and he was picking his shots really well. We saw a lot of the things in this fight that made Amir Imam, that made the world, that made the boxing world and the boxing fans fall in love with the skills of Amir Young Master Imam. We saw the double jab, we saw the triple jab, we saw counters, we saw him rolling the shots and counter with the left hook. We saw all kinds of great things from Amir Imam. We saw him just able to show the whole repertoire. But what I will say, we saw something a bit different. If you're looking for maybe how he fought a bit differently, he was going to the body. I saw an Amir Imam that would slip or roll punches, go to his right, and then bang, throw a right hook to the body, sometimes roll to his left, parry the shot, throw left hook to the body. And he was attacking that body, he was killing that body. I like the way he varied the shots between body and head and body, constantly changing the eye level that Marcos Mojica had, and it eventually set up a big stoppage in the 4th round. So he got the 4th round stoppage against Marcos Mojica. It was the dream start, the dream return for Amir Young Master Imam. And listen, he's back, and he's back with a bang. And this fight tonight was at 144. It was a catch weight. I was just listening to Chris Algieri, and I heard him state that Amir Imam probably campaigning back down to 140. So I want to go out on a limb. I want to make some bold proclamations because I've always thought the world of Amir Imam. If you've watched me for any amount of time, whenever I make videos about Amir Imam, regardless of what any of you guys say, I still think the world of him as a fighter. I think he can still go on to be a world champion and win the belt and be a dominant fighter. Because he has the skills to do it. There's not many fighters with his combination of size, skills, punching power, defense. He just hasn't been able to properly put it together yet, and I think he will moving forward. But if he campaigns at 140, and let's say his body is able to, make the weight, I think he's going to be a very, very big, tough challenge for the likes of Regis Prograis. I think he'll be a tough challenge for Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor. All the top guys you can name at 140, if Amir Imam is right, and if Amir Imam's body can make that weight, then he's going to give them hell. He's going to give them all they can handle, and he's going to make 140 pounds a lot more interesting of a division than it already is. It's already enough of an interesting division as it is, but with him in the mix, it makes it that much more interesting. So tonight, against Marcos Mojica, I'll also say this, because a lot of times, a big thing in boxing is body language. He came into that ring tonight against Marcos Mojica, and you can kind of see that he was relieved. He didn't feel any pressure of contractual obligations or Don King or all that stuff. He just looked like he was in that ring and he was having fun. It felt like I was watching the Amir Imam that the world fell in love with back in 2015 when he was on Showbox, knocking fools out, looking like boxing's version of freaking Kawhi Leonard. So just great stuff from Amir Imam. My dad is here. He wants to chime in. Let's go over to my dad.
Yeah, I'm going to say like this. The new Imam that came through today, he was very, showed me a lot of the jab going to the body and then hitting with the right. When you go through a lot outside the ring, personal-wise, and affects your whole mentality, the boxing also is a mental and a physical think about more mentally than anything else. And now that he cleared his mind, you could tell after this fight that we just seen on Top Rank, it was a freaking great comeback for him. It was a new rebirth, I'm going to put it that way. So I wish him the best. He showed the jab. He went to the body a lot. I noticed that. He was very patient. And you could tell he was more focused. He was focused. He didn't lose a lot of focus from all the other fighters. So kudos to him, and I wish him the best. And welcome back.
Welcome back, young master. So I think it's a great day for boxing now that Amir Imam is back because he was truly, when he was coming up as a prospect, he was one of the most skilled prospects in all of boxing. He was one of the most hyped prospects in all of boxing, and for good reason. He was knocking fools out. He was giving the people what they wanted to see, and he was exhibiting great skills while doing it.
He's always had the talent to dominate. My sons told me that from the beginning, that if he just stayed focused, and I think this is a new thing in life. What's it called?
New lease on life.
Yeah, new lease on life, and you could see him. He's more focused and everything. And prior to that, he didn't have that. But sometimes you got to go through what you got to go through to get where you want to be at. And his journey just started now. So look out for him. He's gonna be a tough customer to beat while 40.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Top Rank steps him up. Top Rank, I've said this many times, I'll say it again. They have the best matchmakers in boxing.
Wow.
So when they do decide to step him up, I'm very interested to see who they put him in there with.
Right.
Because obviously his division, there's no cakewalks once you start getting to the top of that division.
No, but I mean, like I said, just to see him back in the ring, it takes a lot of weight off his shoulders, and it gives him a focus on what he's got to get done. And you can see it's just like anything else that needs a tune-up. Just getting back and falling off the bike and getting back on the bike and riding that bike again. You could just tell it's easily fine oiled again. It just could tune up a little bit better. And it was a great fight tonight. I wish him the best.
Wish him the best here on True School Sports. And Amir Imam is somebody I always have a soft spot for because when I started covering boxing, he was literally the first fighter I ever interviewed. Mm-hmm. He was someone that he's just a humble guy. Amir always has time for me. Always made time for me when I was coming up in the boxing game. So because of that, whenever he fights,
he will always get respect.
He'll always get respect from me, and I'll always cover his fights.
Yes, sir.
Whenever he's fighting. So with that being said, I want to know what you guys think about Amir Imam. If you had a chance to watch the performance, do you think he can still push on and become a world champion at 140 if that's where he decides to campaign? Let me know in the comments down below. Love to hear from you guys. Take the time to subscribe, like I say in every single one of these videos. You can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving ding. Until next time, take care, guys.